Today I'm going to show you how to make a literal vault door. It's super easy, super simple, and it's all redstone, so there's no mods, add-ons, or anything like that. You could put this in your basement. I recommend to put it in your basement or your secret base if you want to protect any of your valuables. Let's get started. So basically the first thing we're going to want to do is get our materials. You're going to need a lot of iron blocks because iron blocks is basically what we're going to build. You can build this out of anything. Obsidian or bedrock will not work, so do not try that. The next thing you're going to need is some sticky pistons and some redstone. You also might need some repeaters just in case. And the last thing is you're going to need a lever. This is going to be a 3x3 door, but you can make it as big as you want, 12 blocks even. That's the limit of amount of blocks that a piston can push. So the first thing we're going to want to do is decide where we want to put this because it's going to be fairly big. Like, find a good area. If we destroy this, oh, that's bigger than I thought. Well, I'm just going to destroy part of this. This is a good spot. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is dig down 2 blocks, place 1 piston, place an iron block on top. It's okay if you destroy this block. I did. Now go 1. This block is going to be pushed up to here. This block, and then you're going to have 3 blocks here, 3 blocks here, and then 1 block here. And this is what our vault door is going to look like. So you're going to go 1, 2 blocks away, 3 blocks away, because you need to have 1 block for the piston extending, 1 block for the placing, and 1 block for these two. So the piston will extend to here, and these will move up. And do that on the exact same thing on the other side. Now, the trickiest part about this is wiring up the redstone. Now, when you're doing it above ground, it's not too bad, but when you're doing it above ground, it's bad, but when you're doing it below ground, it's really, really pretty easy. So, let's just put in the last thing. This thing is going to move down to here. Yep. And these are going to come in. Now, we got to wire it up. This is kind of the tricky part. So you're going to want to place 2 blocks here. Same thing on the other side. But the problem is we're going to have to wire it up. You can use repeaters. I like to use just redstone to do it because, repeaters are pretty expensive. So first, wire these 2 up. This is going to power this piston and this piston. So we just got to figure out how to do this one. We've got to place a block here and a block here. But if we put it down here, it messes up. So we're going to have to put it down and then around and back in. That's not too hard. We're going to do that the same over here. You might want to place 2 blocks if you're hanging off the edge. Just like that. You might want to place some blocks back here. Here, and here. Boom. Those are R2. So you can test them if you want. Put it here. See, all 3 of those move. Okay. Now, next one we're going to be wiring up is the bottom one. This one is not too tricky, but you can't have it connect up to here, otherwise it's ruined. So we have to come down and then keep going down till we get to this one. Then we got to come through, and here's the tricky part. We're going to have to mine these blocks because we're going to have to come, instead of doing this, we're going to have to come all the way to the back and then come in. The next thing we got to do is you don't want to connect up to here, otherwise it won't work. Like I said before, you can always use repeaters. I like to use redstone. And be creative with this. You don't have to follow my exact instructions. You can do different stuff, not the exact same way I do it. So that is everything wired up except for the top one. Now, it's a little different above ground, so this is where I'm, like I just said, be creative because it's not going to be the same. You might be asking, then why didn't I do this underground? Because it's a pain in the butt to hollow out a chunk of rock. Now the last thing you're going to want to do is connect this up to, but you don't want to connect it up to there, otherwise it will not work. It's very tricky to wire up the top, like I said. You need to wire it up to this one, otherwise it will not work. So you need to come out and miss that completely. Then come in. You want to come, so from here, 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 and then remember, you want to miss that completely. Don't even want to touch that block, and then come down to that one. And that's it, really. That's all we need to do. All you have to do is cover this up. You can wire it up so that the lever is over here or somewhere. Place that block, and it comes in. Now, it might not work because of the way I've placed it. So you gotta place a block. You are going to, like I said before, you are going to need some repeaters. Like here, you need some repeaters for the top. But there, that's our vault door. And if you want to get complicated, you can try to figure out how to place a block here. You can maybe have, it's very tricky. I've tried to do it, but it's very hard to get it without having like a block here once you open the door. It's very tricky. But I want you guys to be creative and take screenshots and show me in the comments what you've done. Well, thank you guys for watching. That's going to be all for today. Bye!